Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and Pitch Black just came out on Pokemon TCG Live, and actually just came out not in live as well at the time of, I believe, releasing this. And the set is so cool. I'd say it's more or less living up to expectations, being a set with a ton of interesting decks that are pretty solid. Currently, I've been playing live a good amount today, and I've actually seen a lot of hide and sneak, which maybe we'll even see in this video. I'm not gonna lie, people I've been playing against have been playing very similar lists to the ones when I played my video, which was just net decked off of one online, and pretty much all the problems that I said in the video have been problems from opponents as well. But regardless, today we are playing All Out, or Slowbro. I don't know the name of this deck. I often call it the no hand size deck, which isn't even like a very good name for it. More like no cards in hand. And then it's a really cool deck. It allows you to attack with some really interesting attacks here. You have Slowbro, which does 50 for one Psychic, but if you have no cards in hand, it does 160 more, so 210 there. Then there's also the Thievul, which says for 2 colors, if you have no cards in hand, you choose an attack from one of your opponent's Pokemon and use it as this attack. Thievul is super cool. I kind of want to make it like a main attacker in a deck, but we'll see about that. Maybe that will happen in the future. And then we see this deck paired with the Thwackey engine, which honestly feels amazing. I've seen some other people play this deck in like Japan, not with Thwackey. I've seen that a tiny bit, but I feel like Thwackey feels super obvious as the engine here. And then also, if you don't know Thwackey, if you have a Pokemon in the active with Festival Lead, you can search deck for any card once every turn. And then we have the Swirlix with Festival Lead, which is a basic Psychic Pokemon. So that's super nice here. I will say Swirlix is theoretically vulnerable to bench snipes and stuff like that. I don't play any like really countery defensive cards. I don't play Battle Cage. Originally was actually playing 2, and then I cut it down to 1, then cut it completely because, well, believe it or not, the deck isn't set up super well. It sets up okay, and it's a really fun deck to play though. But I decided I didn't quite have room for that. The other stadium there. Then the deck also runs with what was it saying? Oh, it doesn't run like Patrat or anything like that. Bench space is okay, but a little sketchy at times. And then we run normal item stuff. I run Force Stretcher as well, which I think is good. I honestly have kind of ran out of stuff, but I've also gotten some unlucky pricing. Also, I am running 4 Explorer's Guidance. Explorer's Guidance is super good here. We do run 4 Lotus Determination. Lillie's is good, I guess. I don't know. Like, okay, it is good. It's like the best card in the game. But, you get a bunch of cards in your hand, which is theoretically, like, obviously good. That's why it's good. But then it's kind of hard to thin down your hand there sometimes. With Explorer's Guidance, you look at the top 6, put 2 into your hand. Normally this is good because it lets you look at the top 6 and get the cards you need there. It doesn't get everything, so if you need all the stuff, it's not, as good as like Lillie's drawing you a bunch there. But it is still definitely good at digging into the deck, and then you actually get to not choose the cards that you don't want to play. You can, of course, only play 1 supporter per turn. Supporters are still very important for just setting up and playing the game, but Explorer's Guidance allows you to not get the supporters, not get the energy cards, which you can't necessarily play, and it's really nice for that. And then you get the stuff you need. You can also get your like Ultra Balls. I do play 1 Prism Tower. Maybe another one would be good. The deck has some deck space issues, unsurprisingly, here, but it is pretty cool here. It runs, what else? Telepathic Psych Energy. I didn't really talk about this with Swirlix. Yeah, I talked about it in a previous video. But with Telepathic Psych Energy, you can search out Swirlix or the Slowpokes. Telepathic Psych Energy is really good turn 1. I almost wish there's another Psychic Pokemon to put in the deck. Well, there's Lotus Clefairy EX as well. I could play Latias EX, but that feels pretty bad because it's a liability, I think. But Lotus Clefairy EX is fine. It could be like the Delmise deck I was playing earlier, played as a 2 of, which again, it's a liability there, but Lotus Clefairy EX still is pretty nice there. And then we run Counter Gain Ignition Energy for the Thievul. And yeah, it also runs Switch and Air Balloon, and also the Ace Spec is Prime Catcher here for the Swirlix. Maybe the Ace Spec should be something different. Potentially, the Ace Spec should be Secret Box. I don't know. It could definitely be good. The deck is definitely kind of clunky. Okay, my opponent's ranked at 30, which is quite low. Doesn't mean they're bad. Could mean they're really good and like getting into the game, playing in person. We'll see what we're up against. I don't know. There's a chance they're a new player though, but yeah, we'll see. Also, side note, I said this in the last video I made. The new like coin, maybe my opponent's playing with the deck box and sleeve as well. Actually, I don't know about the deck box, but the sleeves, we'll see if that's what they're rocking here. They look sick, though, the pitch black ones. I really like them. I might start using them. Yeah, that's what they got there. And then this hand is not good. I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. It doesn't quite have the stuff we need. Theoretically, with an energy, we could start swinging with the Slowbro. My opponent is playing hide and sneak. Okay, I've seen so much hide and sneak. Okay, never mind. This hand's chill. Well, yeah, that should be fine. Maybe I'm trying to think this through. So I've seen hide and seek, and like the shop at bayonet line, it's kind of terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Like it kind of sits around and doesn't do too much. I could actually get Grookey Swirlix maybe. I don't really like that. I'm trying to think here. So if I go double Grookey, then if my Swirlix gets knocked out, that's really bad. I'm kind of stuck. And if it doesn't get knocked out, then it's really good. I'm just thinking through things here. I think the safest play is to go for Grookey, Swirlix. They could technically knock out the Grookey. That seems like pretty much impossible. I think double Swirlix is good. And I'll drop the 2 Slowpokes down and pass it over to my opponent here. So I should be good to attack next turn. I really hope they don't take the knockout here with the Delmise. I've seen this deck, and it's like really struggled to attack the Delmise. Like the Sinistcha line, or the the Sinistcha is like, that line's so much better. Poltergeist is so much better. Also, my opponent's got like a super blinged out deck, so they're definitely not like a brand new player. Also, another thing, now that the live defaults to like the most rare arts, I find it like annoying. Because most of the fancy arts, especially in like live, this doesn't look great. Like this Pokegear looks kind of trash. It looks kind of cool, but kind of trash as well at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. But regardless, my opponent, they do have Gwen. Gwen's a really interesting card. I've obviously not played with it that much. It just came out, but it is interesting. Interesting to see how people are playing it. I mean, yeah, my opponent's only able to discard 1 card, draw 3. That's like not super good here. Also, they only have 1 in the discard, right? Yeah, so also, the Poltergeist has free retreat, which is like super good. Right now, my opponent just can't really do anything here. They're probably just going to pass. So I think this initial line is like way better than the what is it? The other line, the bayonet line. There we go. Anyways, we talked about Stretcher, which actually kind of sucks. I need to get rid of both now. I can get the knockout. Oh, I just realized I'm kind of, well, because the shop's in the active, I don't even need no cards in hand here. So let's see. I do get to Ultra Ball though, so I'm gonna actually still Ultra Ball away the 2 Night Stretchers, which kind of sucks. But we run 4, so it's not the end of the world or anything like that. I'll Thwackey for. I'm not sure. I like need the energy to take the knockout, which I think I'm just gonna kind of commit to. I could just take a supporter though. I might just take Lillie's honestly here. I should be able to get the knockout. I mean, I need an energy to get the knockout. If I miss the knockout, it's kind of bad. It's not the end of the world, I guess. We do miss it, which really sucks. Let's see. I'll Poké Pad here for Nickit. Or, no, Grookey, sorry. Yeah, not Nickit. Nickit's, like, pretty not great here, because it doesn't copy their stuff very well. I don't know if that was the wrong play. I'm trying to, like, think how it would have gone if I had just taken the knockout. It probably depends what I got off the prizes. So I'll retreat. I can't speak. Retreat into the other Swirlix here, and just pass. This hand's actually kind of big, obviously, off of Lillie's, which again is what makes the card good. But will I be able to pare it down next turn? Probably. Honestly, it depends on what my opponent's able to do here. If they attack with Bayonet, then I guess it's doing something. And I just kind of slandered it, but it's, let's be honest, not that good. They're Night Stretchering back Bayonet, which is still like okay. I'm gonna knock out a bunch of times and. So they'll kind of struggle with some stuff. They are going to Lillies. They actually didn't even have the energy, which is kind of funny there. I would say it's like mediocre, but they literally have no Pokemon in the discard pile. They had 1. Admittedly, after you knock out like a Pokemon with hide and sneaks, specifically if it is the stage 1 there, then the player who gets knocked out gets 2 in the discard. I probably should have retreated a slow. No, I shouldn't have retreated a Slowbro because like it wouldn't get knocked out, but then. My opponent, or me, I wouldn't have been able to like use the ability on Thwackey. So I think my play was fine there. So my opponent's using Runaway Draw, I guess, to get set up. Overcommitting with Runaway Draw is bad, obviously. It's still probably fine here. I don't really play any hand deception, so it doesn't really matter too much. But one thing I do notice as a mistake that people make is just using Runaway Draw like way too much. That's bad. Because you don't have it on board, right, to then use. And if you just use it every time you get it, it's a pretty bad draw engine. The good part about the Dunsparce is you can wait and hold it up after you get hit by hand disruption, then you can use it. So that's what like kind of makes it good. at times. But regardless, my opponent's going to search for any card as well, so they kind of got everything they need, and they took the first prize, which is kind of unfortunate for me. I could have gone, again, the safer route, which might have been right. I really don't know. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything cool we could do with Thievul as well. I'm pretty sure we can't use like the hide and sneak. We can't comp the hide and seek attacks really with the Thievul, so I'm pretty sure there's kind of nothing we can do there. Maybe we'll attack with it. There might be something mediocre we could do with it, but certainly not anything better than Slowbro. But regardless, the situation's okay. We see Stretcher. I'll play Thwackey. I'm trying to think, what's the other basic I'm looking for? I'm not sure. I should probably just Lillie's here. I could not. Like, Lillie's isn't great. It's better to boss, actually, isn't it? Is there any shot I can boss here? Let's see. So we have Stretcher. We can't thin mostly cards. We can thin Slowpoke, or like a basic, and Air Balloon. Which loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. If I played Secret Box, I could actually do it, but I don't. So no, I can Prime Catcher. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. So I will not play the Slowpoke. I will just Lillie's here. I actually don't know if Prime Catcher's in the deck. I didn't price check, but okay, this hand is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. I'll Slowbro. I'll definitely fail the Poffin. That definitely seems right. I will Telepathic. That also seems right. I mean, I'm sure I can get down to no cards in hand here. Question is, can I Prime Catcher? I can. What am I stuck with? I'm stuck with 3 cards in hand, unfortunately. So I need to get. Let's see. I was gonna say Prism Tower or whatever. That's super bad. Actually, never mind. Prism Tower is actually good. 1, then they can't play, and 2, because realistically, like they will attack next turn with Delmise. There's not really stopping that. But regardless, long story short, it's better to save some Ultra Balls. So I'll use Prism Tower right now. I'll get rid of. Wait, and I can still do it. Yeah. So I'll get rid of Thievul. Explorer's Guidance, I think, is fine. I really hope I didn't mess this one up. There's a chance I did. Well, I got Ultra Ball. That's actually like super good there. I'll Telepathic Psychic here. I'm trying to think what I'm getting off of Thwackey. I could literally just not Thwackey as well. That's like an option, which is kind of funny. I think Nickit's really funny, but presumably pretty terrible. I'm like still trying to think if there's any situation where it's good, and I can't really think of one. So Slowpoke's fine here. I don't even like need to take it either. I'll probably just fail the Ultra Ball. Let's see. I'll bin Thwackey, Lillie's, then switch into the Slowpoke, I guess. Fail this and not Thwackey. You can't even fail Thwackey if you didn't know. Wait, I can Prime Catcher. What am I talking about? I'm going to Prime Catcher. Yeah, I was like talking about that before. It's the right play here, so I will do that. Prime Catcher, again, been pretty nice. I could have also done the same thing with Secret Box. Also the sequencing is like, in case you can't tell, like really complicated. So, yeah, if I'm a little hard to follow or not, saying as much stuff as maybe I'd like to, it's because the sequencing is really complicated. So sorry about that, but it's also super fun. This deck's like so fun. I don't know how this game's gonna go. Also, speaking of fun, the deck, the hide and sneak deck is like not fun. It's like shockingly not fun at all. Also, they probably shouldn't have sent up that Delmise, but actually no, they like almost certainly have the knockout. Surely, right? They have like so many cards in hand, and also got to draw any card, and I played Prism Tower. I didn't need to play Prism Tower to get the Prime Catcher play there, but it doesn't really matter, right? Let's be honest, it doesn't matter like at all. Unfortunately, I mean, it might matter for how many resources we have. Also, us binning double Stretcher kind of sucks. You obviously have to like discard certain cards at various points in the game. That's how the deck works. And you'll run out of juice. I could have run like Lana's Aid. I was considering that, but I don't know. It doesn't feel amazing. Also, I wasn't paying too much attention to what they were doing. What did they do? They oh wait, they didn't actually do anything. They did Unspiced, yeah. So presumably have the knockout. They need an Ultra Ball, which like surely they searched an Ultra Ball, right? Or like a Gwen. I don't know. I'd be like, yeah, okay. They have the knockout here again. Like, also I will say like the deck they're playing is like super linear. It's way more linear than I guess I kind of knew it was linear, but it's so straightforward. Anyways, they're gonna Ultra Ball away. Wait, sorry, what's the Ultra Ball away? Okay, I guess they're going to Gwen, because they didn't Ultra Ball away any cards that I mean, they can't like Delmize. Well, they can Delmize. They can Delmize for 30. So yeah, they're going to Gwen here. Gwen's a solid supporter within the deck. It's good because it discards. It draws you a bunch of cards as well, but you do need some stuff in hand to draw the cards. It's fine. I don't know. I'm wondering about in other decks as well. They could have run out of juice. Honestly, this matchup's just 2 runs out of juice first. It's probably me. I'm not gonna lie, because stuff just it is pretty sketchy in case you can't tell. But yeah, they could also target Swirlix. Theoretically, then I could like not be able to attack. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest, because well, let me like if they do it, because they very well may just like not do it, and even if they do, I still have a Slowbro of the energy. Then I just need to like be able to thin my hand down, especially with Prism Tower. It shouldn't be too bad. But regardless, they have Vengeful Anchor, so now like the only interesting turn of this deck is the turn which you get Vengeful Anchor powered up, and now there's like nothing interesting they do for the rest of the game, which is not so ideal, but it is what it is. Also, they could be running Blow during Ursulina EX. I can't really knock it out. Okay, that like top deck kind of sucks. Because now, actually, it does. No, yeah, I was like, oh, I can Zen Headbutt. That's pretty bad. I need to Zen Headbutt. I just realized. So I will take something. I'm trying to think. I need to thin Thwackey, and I want to get Boss. How do I do this? I think I need to. That's not even guaranteed. I'm trying to think this through. So if I get Ultra Ball, I can't get it. That's kind of like pointless. I'm gonna have to get rid of the energy, which is the whole like I want to save the energy. That's why I'm doing this, so I can stretch her for the Pokemon, which I think is good. I'm not sure. I think I'll take literally some random card. Like what's a card that is not useful? Realistically, Nick is probably not useful because I'm down like double. Yeah, okay, it gave me. I actually have never timed out doing that before. I was wondering what would happen there. I didn't time out intentionally, but I did time out. Anyways, I'll do this. I'll bin these two. Okay, got the Boss, which is good, I suppose. What do I take off of Thwackey? Because I definitely like still use Thwackey. And also, what am I gusting? Because by the way, I'm gonna use Zen Headbutt, which is 110. Probably knocking out the Dunsparce. Realistically, it doesn't matter too much, but we'll do this. It's also my only boss. Or no, it's my last boss. I mean, I think, or it's not my last boss. Oh, I have one prized. I think I played 2 and then I play Catcher. So I'll take Slowpoke's probably okay. I could even just like thin a Poffin or something. That's probably fine. I don't really hate that play. I don't love it either. I probably should have actually just not Thwackey there, to be honest. But the reason I don't love thinning Poffin is it's a card I can top deck and then I should probably gotten a Slowpoke. I think about it as well. I'm not really sure. My mind's like kind of all over the place right now. I played a bunch of Pokemon, which is fun, but also a little weird. I mean, that is Givium Search as well. Like, technically, if they use Boss, we need to burn Boss to use it. They would Boss the Swirlix if they did that, which is a little unfortunate, a little scary. I'm going to go for the Bayonet, I think. Bayonet, like, knocking out doesn't really do, it doesn't help them. Knock out Dunsparce. I mean, Dunsparce gives him draw, but its draw's mediocre. Bayonet's another attacking option, which is technically scary. I don't think it really matters too much. Though, again, I'm like obviously not super sure. And now this is like kind of sketchy as well, because I need the energy into the Slowbro. I hit the Boss, which is actually bad because I presumably will just need to discard on my turn. Which is unfortunate. Now I've like lost the Boss because I got it from the prize cards at this point. Unless I use it on my turn, which seems unlikely. It is possible, but again, unlikely. Also, Prism Tower is like super good. Probably a second copy would be good here. Prism Tower is super scary. I've honestly gotten so lucky with my Prism Towers. They're gusting, presumably. Okay, no, they gust Thwackey. They shouldn't knock it out. Like, are they trapping it? I think they're gonna knock it out. Gusting Thwackey to knock it out is like a pretty bad play. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I guess I'm okay. I didn't even realize like down with Thwackey like a whole line. Not that it really matters, but now I'm down to 1. Like, it does hurt me some. I suppose if they knock out the other one, it's pretty scary. I might be able to figure stuff out. I don't know. We'll see. The deck does run a decent chunk of supporters, so it's a little scary. Also, they play. Why did they get their? I guess they're getting Fluttermane to thin it out. Technically, Fluttermane can like counter Swirlix, but it's pretty terrible. Fluttermane is, I think, pretty bad in the decks. People are talking about it with like in the comment section. I got multiple comments saying it's good against Festival Lead. It's like okay against Festival Lead. It's not that good though. Like, or it's decent, but I feel like he'll be fine in the matchup. Like, okay-ish, because they don't one-shot Delmise unless they Gladians. Anyways, I top deck Explorer's Guidance, which seems bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think what I do here. I probably just play it, to be honest. Maybe it's an okay top deck, and then I need the energy. I guess I just need the energy actually here, but I need to thin my hand to actually do stuff. I get Stretcher, Telepathic. I do actually lose an energy, and a Slowpoke. That feels kind of bad. Normally, the card feels fine, but I guess I'll Telepathic here. Oh wait, how do I do this as well? I need to Prism Tower away the boss too. So I guess I Prism Tower away. I don't have the energy. So I get rid of the Stretcher, the boss. This feels pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what we get. We get Poffin. That's cool. That's a thinnable card. All Telepathic for... I don't think anything. I think it's... Yeah, I got rid of the other one. I could... So I guess I fail Poffin. Search out Slowbro here. Somebody needs a Stretcher for a Slowpoke. And that's actually fine. I'm not going to run out of Pokemon that way. So I'll Boom Groove for the, as I said, the Slowbro. I think that's fine. Then I have 3 outs to the energy. Actually, I have more as a Slowbro. I could Stretcher, and then yeah, I'll just Stretcher. I think Stretcher's fine here. I'm a little worried. I was to say worried about spread. That's like multiple turns away, so it's fine. Yeah, I'll get the Slowpoke back though. We have 3 Pokemon, they only have 3 prizes left to take, so if they knock out all 3 of them, then it doesn't matter, we lost, right? So, yeah, I'll go in with a knockout, essentially. That's what I'm doing. And we still have the Thwackey. If they knock out the Thwackey, my other one, it's getting... Well, no, it's fine, because I have the Slowbro, I think, with the energy. We get Ultra Ball, which is a good prize. Technically, you could get, like, stuck with 2 Ultra Ball, or like, it's Ultra Ball, another card that's, like, not good. But I could just Prism Tower as well. I'm pretty sure Prism Tower's not getting bumped. It is possible, I suppose. It's not likely. They could actually play Hyper Rouge and Floette or whatever that supporter or the stadium is. That's like super trash. Also, they played. Oh yeah, they played Legacy. I like didn't completely forget about it, but I kind of forgot about it. They're gonna boss the Thwackey. It looks like they're bossing the Swirlix. I guess that's actually right because I don't have another one. I suppose. I don't know. They probably should have just bossed the Swirlix earlier, right? I don't know. Anyway, so now Thwackey is like useless. We can't use his ability, but that's okay-ish. Realistically, we just need to run him out of Delmise. That's all we do. We top deck Poké Pad, which means we just Prism Tower these 2 away, I think. I hope I get something I can play, obviously. We get Slowbro, that's fine. We need to obviously get something at some point to actually be able to attack after this. They have 1 more Delmise, so we need an energy. We have, I believe, 3 outs because we don't have a basic in the deck to Stretcher. I don't even know if we have another Stretcher in the deck, to be honest. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff to keep track of with this list. Okay, we know we're out of Stretchers anyways. The list runs just 2 basics. I think it's okay, but I don't know. Realistically, we need to like top deck the energy. We don't need to. I guess we technically don't need to top deck it because we could then Prism Tower to draw after. But anyways, they're going to Stretcher back a Delmise, which is unfortunate for us. If they can attack with this Delmise, they just win. Again, this matchup. Okay, well, now we lose. There's nothing we can do to win this game. It's impossible at this point. Unfortunately, wait, they've got to Shuppet. Technically, it's possible now because we could trap the Shuppet, but we don't have any Gust, so we can't win. Again, their deck is actually pretty linear. And in some ways, this deck technically is linear in its game plan. Well, okay, it's not linear because of Thievul, but in this matchup, Thievul can't do anything. So again, single part deck is just kind of trading back and forth. You're jumping through all those hoops, but I guess I should have gone for that earlier knockout. Could I have won if I had done that? No, I don't think I actually could have won. So the deck is, I don't know, I mean, honestly, it's probably not super good against hide and seek, which is going to be like all over the ladder right now. Again, I've seen it a lot. Obviously, the Shuppet beta not super good. Like it kind of stopped them from doing stuff in the early game. They got stuck because of it. Because it doesn't have free retreat, the basic. Honestly, the Poltergeist having free retreat is super good. I will still choose to go first. Obviously, if I play against Hide and Sneak again, that's not so good. Also, I guess I'm doing 2 games this video because the games are long. Honestly, 2 games is still going to be pretty long. We start Slowpoke or Nickit. I'll start Slowpoke. Sand again isn't super good. The deck needs a bunch of stuff to work, to be honest. Okay, so Litwick. Oh, wow. Okay. So this looks like Mega Chandelure. Also, I keep seeing PBL and think it's Phantasmal Flames, which obviously it's not. I'll play the Nickit down. I'll attach the Psychic to Slowpoke. I'm probably just going to Lilies here and see what I get. Presumably not be able to attack with the Slowbro for 210. They do attach Telepathic Psychic. Their deck is, funnily enough, I guess in some ways it countered to my deck because it like draws me cards, and then once it draws me cards, then I like can't necessarily do as much damage, which is like funny theoretically, but probably not actually gonna matter. Like we top deck Ultra Ball. I feel like the crazy play is to not play Ultra Ball here, which is a crazy play because it's bad. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Ultra Ball. Get rid of the Pokemon because I can stretch them back later and get Grookey here. Yeah, it's easier to search out the Swirlix, so that's fine. A little bit with Telepathic. It's not that much easier. And then all Lilies. Hopefully we get the evolution here. Okay, this is a hand. What can I do here? I'll evolve. I want to see if I can get the knockout. Which I think I can. Yeah, I can play Slowpoke. I can play everything except for one of the energies, and which would be Ignition, which I'll just discard, and then the Slowbro. So that's fine. I can play Slowpoke. I need to make sure I sequence this right. If you fill up your bench, you can't play Poffin, if you didn't know that. So I will Poffin for Grookey and Swirlix, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Also, the attack all you can eat's really funny. It's not that good. It's not terrible unless it's discard cards, but you don't really want to use it because you're in a bad spot if you're using it. But anyways, I'll pop stuff down like this. Ignition is important for Thievul, but if you draw it, you kind of just have to bin it, which is kind of unfortunate. And that's what we're doing here. Also, so I guess I have to honestly fail Ultra Ball. I don't need to fail Ultra Ball here. I can actually take the Thievul because I play the Nickit turn 1, and it also thins out of my deck, but I can't play... Wait, did I get... I didn't get a Grookey turn. I got both Grookeys this turn. So I'll put this on the Swirlix. Now I'm in top deck mode, which was kind of unfortunate because I wasn't able to get the Grookey down turn 1, so I couldn't get the Thwackey turn 2. If I had gotten it in my hand, obviously I couldn't have attacked for the big damage. We get Lilies, which is fine, hopefully getting us out of the situation. I'd have to play 2 Ultra Balls there. Ultra Balls are really our best source of discard. Prism Tower is solid as well. Again, probably a second one. Not sure what I want to cut. The deck feels really like kind of tight on space. I don't want to cut supporters because they're very good. I don't want to... I like the Thievul line. It's felt okay, and with the Thievul line, I think I need the Ignition and the Counter Gain. I could just play Counter Gain. Counter Gain is not even like working all the time, obviously, and then Ignition is like important there. I'm thinking about the energies. Don't want to cut any of those. I can't cut any of the items. I don't know a whole list off the top of my head, I don't think, but I could cut down the Thwackey line. I don't really want to do that. Can't really cut the Swirlixes. Yeah, maybe part of the Thwackey line, but that feels pretty bad. I really want 2 Thwacks in play. I don't really want to cut any of the Slowbros. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting, but I mean, you can see why I don't really have room for the defensive tech cards as well, which would be nice to have in the deck. And you do have search outs for them as well with Thwackey. You can get some extra searches throughout the course of the game that you don't have to use to thin your hand down. But the deck it's really cool, and I really think that Swirlix Thwackey is probably the best way to play it. Also, by the way, their deck is like super jank. Oh shoot, I'm gonna get trapped, aren't I? No, it's fine actually. I have Switch. Well, no, they're gonna trap with Thwackey. So yeah, they increase my retreat cost and stuff. It's super jank. Honestly, the deck's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, sorry. Why did they? Oh no, it's fine. I was gonna say why did? No, they misplayed. Yeah, they should not have searched the Lampent with the Hilda because they had one in hand, so they could have gotten another Lampent onto the bench, presumably. But regardless, they are gonna trap stuff. It's gonna be really bad. I'm not gonna lie. But it'll be interesting. Maybe I might be in top deck mode. Okay, speaking of interesting, it's not. It's pretty bad. I can do nothing here, honestly. I could Telepathic to honestly the Thievul, which I will do. I want to not get stuck, but Thwackey's getting stuck. I'm not mainly retreating these Pokemon. Maybe with Air Balloon plus because they increase my retreat cost, so maybe some energies there. I think I'm just gonna play the switches though. So I'll Telepathic onto the Thievul and just swing for 50, I guess. I could recover the other Thwackey. Oh, I should not have played Thwackey there. I just realized that was not the right play. because they can trap it. I should have probably held off on that. They could technically disrupt me. I mean, they're probably gonna do the opposite of disrupting me. They're gonna make me draw cards, maybe, and also let them draw cards. The Chandelure is like their deck is not super good. My deck's super clunky, so there's a chance they just kind of roll me over. But when I say roll me over, I don't mean take a bunch of knockouts because that's probably not happening. I mean because also I could like hit them for weakness with Thievul, but theoretically they could just like get me stuck. Like when you're playing weird finicky decks that have like really awkward things that's going on, they are vulnerable to like controls. Sometimes some of them are not vulnerable to control at all. It depends on the weird deck you're playing, but some are super vulnerable. Regardless, we're like drawing cards as well, which is like really funny and bad for us as well. We drew Boss and Stretcher, which we can play Stretcher, but Stretcher is neutral on cards. I mean, technically we can recover some Pokemon which we can then play, so it's a card you can play. But yeah, wait, Maractus. Okay, Maractus seems bad. I mean, it is a trapping card, but like it doesn't do anything with Mega Chandelure. Like if they can't retreat and the retreat cost is higher, like it doesn't matter if the retreat cost is higher if they can't retreat anyways. Anyways, okay, so they just attack there. How much are we doing with Thievul? I kind of assume we're taking the knockout. Yeah, they're getting like super nuked. Okay, I think they're kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Also, the draw engine, like Chandelure is. Like, it's not really a draw engine. Actually, in their deck, it kind of is. It's like the worst draw engine in the game. It's a stage that draws one card, and also your opponent draws one card. It's like so bad. I made a video about this. The two worst ones are, because obviously it's not just a draw engine. It has some synergy with a single prize Chandelure, as well as like technically being like a mill card or something. I might get like Xerosic, which I would not complain about. Normally, I'm like not complaining about it anyways because it's not that good. Also, speaking of complaining, what's my opponent doing? Well, I know what they're doing. They're not doing anything. But anyways, so I'm normally not complaining about it because 06 isn't really hurting you that much, but here it actively helps me. Anyways, I will send up the Swirlix here, and I will... Let's see, I need to get obviously down to no cards in hand. I'm going to get rid of both supporters here. I can play both items, so I'm trying to think this through. Because, yeah, I don't want to play Boss, I don't want to play Lilies, so I'll just bin them now, I think is fine. Searching out Thwackey is okay. With the Thwackeys, I will get... I think I prized a Nickit as well. No, I didn't. It's in the discard, but I'm not going to attack with the second one, let's be honest. I will have an attacker in play, no matter really what happens here. Wait, am I down with Swirlix? No, I wouldn't mind getting one of those. Let's see. I can thin Counter Gain. I am going to thin Counter Gain. I don't think I want to give them Prism Tower to draw them cards, because I think they would probably use it, and it's like okay-ish for them. What do I need? I need an energy, which should be the basic energy here if it's there. Yeah, I'll grab that, because then I can recover it with Stretcher later. And I said don't want a supporter card. I kind of want another basic. Swirlix feels safer. Again, stuff could get trapped. Oh yeah, okay. I need to make sure. Swirlix is currently not trapped. It has a retreat cost of 0, but it's like 2 minus 2 or 1 plus 1 minus 2 is 0. Let's see. I can Poffin. I do need to Stretcher. Wait, can I play both these? Oh no, sorry. I fail the Stretcher. Or I fail the Poffin because I play the 2 Stretchers to get Slowbro and then some basic, which I'm going to play. Also, I'm down a Psychic. Oh, I could have just gotten that back. Well, that's fine. I will not do that now though, because then I'm going to be stuck. I feel like they probably have the knockout. Actually, no, Chandelure. Funnily, if I'm countering their Chandelure with my like discarding cards as well, I will take. What do I take? Is it Slowbro or is it Nickit? It's probably, honestly, the Nickit's more fun, so I will take that. I don't know if it's right, but it's cool. I'll Poffin, fail it. I need to decide if I want a Thwackey here. I think the answer is no. I still could Prism Tower. I don't despise it. I guess I'll check the county in here. I won't Thwackey. I could also Thwackey to thin. I should have Thwackey to thin a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, actually, now that I think about it. Too late for that now, because I can't play it. But anyways, I'm a Skill Thief. Also, you can see all the attacks I can use. Most of them are obviously pretty terrible. There's, like, obviously a best attack, which is Phantom Maze, which just, like, knocks them out because they're weak to me. It does 130. How much more for retreat cost? Is it 50 more? So it was doing 230, double to 460, I guess is what it was. Mega Chandelure is also just like not very strong. It's a pretty it's 2 psychic as well because you want to use fire for the Chandelure. Okay, they drew me a Stretcher, which I'm not going to complain about. Also, I have like a bunch of cards in my hand because I took 3 prizes off of a knockout there, which actually like you don't really want to end up with just like 1 card in your hand because then there's a decent chance you're kind of stuck. Even if it's an Ultra Ball, you could be stuck because you can't play it. You want like a handful of cards. Anyways, they just like attacked and knocked me out, which is fine. So now I can't use the Nickit or the Thievul because I'm not down on prizes and I'm down the Ignition, right? I'm down the Ignition. Yeah, I like discard it turn 1 or something, or turn 2. I probably. Oh, what am I down? This is weird and kind of clunky. Also, why is their opponent so slow in selecting prizes? Like, maybe they are. Oh, maybe they're like tabbing away or something. I've done that from time to time. I've tried not to because it's pretty annoying. But maybe that's what they did. That's like the only reasoning. They're not like playing slow any other time. They're playing pretty normal speed until they switch away or they like don't take their prizes, which like you can kind of forget about sometimes. Also, if you didn't know, when you win the game by taking your last prize, live takes it automatically. But when you win by taking last knockout of all your opponent's Pokemon in play, it doesn't do that. The more you know, or something like that. But anyways, Thwackey. That's not what I wanted to see. That's my last Ultra Ball, right? Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Now, if I end up with a card I can't play in my hand, it's just bad. I can't get rid of it. I can Prism Tower, I can do that. But if I after that end up with something, then it's pretty rough. So regardless, I'm gonna play Thievul. I'm going to Stretcher back in Energy, which I'll actually attach to the Thievul. I should have thinned the Poffins again. I forgot again. So anyways, how many stretches am I down? I'm down 3. Okay, so that's getting a little scary, but should be fine. I think Primary Thievul is better than Slowbro because Slowbro doesn't actually knock out the Mega Chandelure. Wait, how many energies am I down? I'm down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7, I believe. So it should be fine. Do I Thwackey for anything? Yeah, I actually will Thwackey for a Poffin. I can Ultra Ball away the Poffin and the Explorer's Guidance, and then I can also just fail the Poké Pad there. I don't think if there's anything else I want to get here. I don't think so. I could technically go after the Lampent if I'm scared of Mega Chandelure. That feels pretty mediocre. Not bad, though, actually, now that I think about it, because I don't really want to draw a boss. Actually, no, I might want boss for later on. If they send up a Mega Chandelure, that's scary, and they could get a Mega Chandelure by recanting the Litwick. So, yeah, I'll just Poké Pad here. Again, I need to fail it, and yeah, nothing else I'm really looking for. Theoretically, I could get Air Balloon to, like, no, I was to say thin. That's, like, not good. You want to thin cards that you can't play. Yeah, this seems fine. I will still need another energy at some point for the Thievul. I do have the Prism Tower still in deck. I'm still wondering about Secret Box, but I mean, I'm liking Prime Catcher. If they trap, I'll like it even more. We get Explorer's Guidance. So Explorer's Guidance is a card I can probably play. Presumably, I'll be able to hit 2 cards off Explorer's Guidance that I can get rid of. If I have another supporter, though, that is bad. Like if I top deck a supporter here, that is pretty bad. I'm just going to Alluring Light. They're also, yeah, giving me more cards to draw, which again is kind of scary there, depending what I obviously get. Trying to think here with the like what cards I can't play, because you can play 1 supporter, 1 energy per turn, but if I get rid of the spores and the energies before I Prism Tower, that's good. It's actually kind of scary though. If I get rid of the energy, I might not be able to attack. Yeah, let's see. They hit. Wait, what did they Hilda for as well? They got, was it? Oh, Legacy, which is like kind of scary, but not that scary. Especially because the Chandelure it does 30 for each card in my opponent's hand, or in my hand. Because I'm my opponent's opponent. And so it's probably not doing very much. Theoretically, it could knock me out. Okay, well, now it actually can't knock me out. Well, I guess if they like special red card and then play a Chandelure, they could knock me out. They get Mega Chandelure. Looks like they're going for a trapping play, which is probably the right play at this point. They play Legacy Energy. If they just attack, okay, well, they presumably lose here. They should have gone for a trapping play. Honestly, the deck they're playing is like kind of all over the place. Oh yeah, I can't play basics either. No, Swirlix doesn't have free retreat either. I think I switch into Swirlix. I'm pretty sure Stretcher's there. I mean, I can retreat anyways with an energy, so I should be fine. I will Thwackey here. I'm looking for... Wait, I can't Prime Catcher because then I don't get the knockout. This is super awkward. I think that's what I had to make though. I'll Prism Tower away these two cards in my hand, and we'll just kind of see what I end up with. Hopefully, it's something good. I'm not sure. This is super confusing here. I'm not gonna lie. It just depends what I draw here. I think I can do it no matter what. I hit Explorer's Guidance. What do I do? I think I play it. See what I hit. I hit Energy. Okay, I can get Energy and Poké Pad. I actually can't play any of the other 4 cards, so that's super lucky. Or it could have been it could have been really bad, but it's fine. So I can Poké Pad now. I obviously fail it. I could have taken the Slowbro, and then I attach active. And then I get to retreat into the Slowbro and take the knockout. I figured it out. I figured out the sequencing. The sequencing of this deck's like crazy. If you want to get better at sequencing, this is probably the deck to do it with. It's like legit. Oh shoot, I'm stupid. I'm a big dumb idiot. I don't take any prizes because of Legacy Energy. How did I forget that? That's kind of awkward. Anyways, how much energy do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have one more, and I have one more stretcher. I should be fine. Surely I'm fine. Surely I didn't like throw there. Yeah, we'll see. Whoops. Could I have done that better? Could I have done that and figured it out? No. I don't think I could have actually done that any better. Maybe. Wait, did I use both Thwackies that turn? Or did I like forget to use the Thwackey? Oh, I had another Thwackey. Oh, I could have won that turn. I could have attached the energy to the Thievul. Again, it helps. This deck helps with sequencing. I could have attached to the Thievul and gotten the Prime Catcher and then won, I think. What were the other cards I had? It was Energy, and then like a card I could thin. Okay, well they just passed, so I got Lilies. There's no shot Lilies is the right play, right? Like that cannot be correct. Right? Yeah, no, there's like no shot I can thin my. I'm probably just gonna deck myself if I do that. So I'll just all out here for a whopping 50, which doesn't matter really, to be honest. They'll probably just knock me out next turn, which is fine. Again, I could have won that turn. I'm pretty sure. I didn't Thwackey. I could have Thwackey for the Prime Catcher. Yeah, and then the 2 cards I played. Well, then the Poké Pad attached to the Thievul, taking the knockout on the Mega Chandelier on the bench for game. Yeah, I just forgot about Legacy Energy. I don't know why I like forget about it. I just sometimes do. Normally it doesn't like change things too much, or if it does, there's not anything you can do about it. I don't forget about what's on a Mega. I forget about when it's on a single pricer though. Sometimes that was kind of awkward, but regardless, surely I win this one, right? Right. Actually, if they Gust knock out Thievul, that's kind of scary. Should be fine. Also, wait, are they running any Pokemon that aren't oh, an LGM? Ooh, okay. Well, that's kind of scary. It doesn't actually matter, though, now that I think about it. Okay, they're going to Wondrous Patch here, because I need to, like... Well, it does matter, but I do need to Prime Catcher, then, to win. Hopefully... Okay, if I top deck Prime Catcher, actually, that is scary, now that I think about it. I do need an Energy as well. I don't remember what I have in deck. Top decking Air Balloon, not a great top deck. I will Prism Tower, see what I get. I get Poké Pad. I guess I'll play it to thin it. I need to see what I have. I really hope I didn't throw. Okay, so I need Telepathic and Prime Catcher, and I can win the game. If they guess the Thievul and move the energy off, I probably can't win the game, to be honest. Should I have Lilies there? I should have Lilies. If I had Lilies, I probably would have been able to thin my hand, and then Prime Catcher... Psychic win, I think, actually. Do I thin here? I thin out the Slowbro. No, yes, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll fail it. I'm super lost right now. All right, no, I should have thinned it. I should have taken it. I don't know. I'm super lost. I really goofed that one up. That's kind of awkward. I had game, and I threw it away. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm pretty sure I didn't use both my Thwackies. So... Well, I'm going to double check the game log because the game log's a little wacky, but I think it says it. Yeah, I used one Thwackey to get the Prism Tower. Wait, when was this? Yeah, that was that turn. And then I used one, or I didn't use the other one, so I could use it for Prime Catcher to win. They just passed, they like, can't do anything, so essentially I can just do whatever I want. We got Stretch, oh, I forgot I had Stretcher as well. Oh, we win, don't we? No, we don't win. What am I doing? Oh, no, I have the Psychic. Yeah, okay, I'm like... I'm also kind of tired, but anyways, I do win. I just like attach, active, attack, and win. So we do get there. Wait, why was I talking about Prime Catcher? I didn't need Prime Catcher. Well, I wouldn't need Prime Catcher if I was stuck, but I could have just attached active and won. So I didn't have to attach with the attack with evil. The deck's weird. It's like super complicated. Like this isn't just me being a little not great, because I actually play a lot of these types of decks. They're weird, they're complicated, and also commenting at the same time as playing with them is weird, but it is super fun. I highly recommend playing this deck. Tell me if you have any suggestions in the comment section. The Thievul, I mean, it was kind of clutch to that game, but it's so fun. Like this deck is so cool. It's really silly, or it's kind of silly, but it's like legitimately decent as well. I think I need the Prism Tower changed out for some, or I need another Prism Tower. Not sure at all what to cut. There's nothing that I'm like. Everything in the deck feels really good. Maybe a Slowbro. Yeah, maybe a Slowbro for another Prism Tower could be the play. Maybe Alana's Aid in there. I mean, another supporter feels so sketchy, and the likelihood that they get it at the right time, I mean, maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe another Ignition for Thievul. Thievul's so cool. I kind of want to build a dedicated Thievul deck at some point, but there's some times when Thievul's just so bad. But anyways, tell me your thoughts on this deck in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. This deck's so cool, though, as I said, so you really should try it out. But I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.